Hello, my name is Russell Myers, independent for U.S. President for 2024. On August 2nd, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that the U.S. unemployment rate had reached 4.3%. Now, there, as a result of this, uh, that means that the national unemployment rate has been declining for some months. Uh, this has sparked the Psalm rule. So let me quote that to you. When the 3 month moving average of the national unemployment rate is 0.5% percentage points or more above its low over the prior 12 months, we are in the early months of recession. This was created by Claudius Psalm, formerly of the U.S. Federal Reserve and Council of Economic Advisors. I want to remind you that when the Federal Reserve began increasing interest rates, one of the stated goals of the Federal Reserve was to increase unemployment. Well, they have managed to do that. The reason that the unemployment rate has gone up is because of because of inflation, because of decreased consumer spending. All right, so let me go into some numbers here. All right, Dell announced layoffs of 12,500 employees. Big Lots is closing 300 stores. CVS Pharmacies is closing 300 locations. Family Dollar is closing 600 locations. Foot Locker closing 113 locations. Now, as retail continues to decline, consumer spending declines, there's less demand, there's less to ship as a result. So, freight companies are laying off employees. Remember, freight is pretty much an umbrella term. So, this is indicating decreased shipping. Freight can include truckers, dock workers, warehouse workers, railway workers, and many others. Coherent, a U.S. microchip firm, closed a plant in the UK, laying off hundreds. Their biggest customer, Apple, ended their contract, stating those particular chips are no longer needed due to design changes. The plant also manufactured chips for UK and Italian weapons firms, but have no active orders for that purpose. The plant could have been repurposed, but I suspect the U.S. company was under pressure from the U.S. government to move all manufacturing back to the U.S. But Intel is laying off 15,000 employees due to decreased demand for microchips as a result of technology sanctions on China, which negatively impacts Intel sales. China accounted for 26% of Intel sales, which was China was their largest customer. Note that China has banned Intel and AMD chips from all government computers in any form. That includes computers, laptops, cell phones, anything at all, anything, any kind of computerized equipment cannot have Intel or AMD chips, and all government computers. Now consider this extends to all state-owned enterprises in China, which are highly extensive And they set a goal of eliminating all Intel and AMD chips by 2027. The Intel layoffs come after the Biden administration promised Intel $8.5 billion in direct funding, $25 billion in tax cuts, and $11 billion in favorable loans. Now, of course, all of these promises to Intel, a corporation, comes at your expense. So they take the money, they take the loans, and then they lay off 15,000 workers. Decreasing demand and relocating microchip manufacturing to the U.S. will result in much higher prices for anything requiring microchips in the economic West. Computers, laptops, tablets, cell phones, vehicles, especially electronic vehicles, medical devices, security systems, military equipment, internet-connected home devices like smart TVs and refrigerators, and on and on. I've seen internet-connected toasters, which is ridiculous. Anyway, all of these companies laying off, unemployment rising, and what does the government intend to do about it? We'll just give more tax breaks and subsidies to corporations who take the subsidies and the tax cuts and then lay off more workers. Let's compare this to my own plan, which is to increase the number of federal jobs, medical, infrastructure, education, etc., federal jobs with federal wages, and these jobs don't get laid off. So, another thing I want you to think about is the government is always reporting every month that we added hundreds of thousands of new jobs. You think about this. If we added, 100,000 jobs every month, what they report is jobs that have been added, but they don't tell you how many have been subtracted. So if we actually added 100,000 jobs to the economy every single month for a year, that's 1.2 million jobs per year. In 10 years, we've added 12 million jobs. Okay, then how is unemployment rising? None of that makes any sense. And the numbers are always much higher than 100,000. They said that we added 114,000 jobs in July, which was less than an expected 160,000. Well, if we actually added that number, yeah. This makes no sense. These numbers are false. So, no. If we want to add jobs, if we want to create jobs, then it has to be done directly. No more of the subsidizing corporations that take the money and then lay workers off. It makes no sense. If you take the money and then you lay workers off right after getting the money, that company should be nationalized. Keep the workers Get rid of the shareholders, the corporation, the CEOs, the shareholders. Let's keep the workers. Let's keep paying the workers. Let's keep producing stuff. Reduce the cost of producing stuff to make it competitive on the international market, to decrease the cost to American consumers. This is realistic. All these subsidies and tax cuts just result in you getting laid off. And look at the stock market. The more workers get laid off, the higher the stock market goes. Just coincidence, right? No, it's not a coincidence. You can watch this. It is in tandem. Layoffs get announced, stocks go up. Let's stop that trend. Let's do something for the American worker. Let's do something for the American public instead of for the corporations. All right, thank you for share this video. Talk about these subjects. Leave me your comments below. Like this video. Bring it up in the algorithm. So, like this video, share this video, talk about these subjects, talk to me about it. Because I will respond. No other candidate can promise that. I will respond directly. And if you can afford it, please donate whatever you can to help expand this campaign. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day.